This show is part of the HeadStuff Podcast Network.
This is how it's always been. I'm on the outside looking in.
Welcome to Double Love, the podcast in which we explore the strange and terrifying world of Sweet Valley High, book by book. I'm Anna Carey.
I'm Karen Moynihan.
And we are back with a new book.
Oh, it's so exciting.
And what a book it is.
It is. You see, this is the thing. The first half might not be that exciting, but I'm promising excitement to come for the second half.
I was very excited to hear this because I have only read the first half and I enjoyed it, but it felt like there's a lot of filler. However, there is also one of the greatest moments in Sweet Valley history, so which I did not see coming. So I don't know if it's quite up there with Jessica throwing a wedding dress under a trunk.
Now, you see, you've set the expectations a bit high there because, as we all know, Jessica flinging that dress under the wheels of a truck is the greatest moment of all time.
Oh, that's true. Okay, no, it's not up there, but
it's good though.
It's good. It's very good. It's very unexpected. And it's something that I did not think I would see. But yes, it's model Flirt. We're still at Flair magazine for a typically everlasting fortnight. And,
oh my God, just the longest 2 weeks of all time.
And we're going to get started with tagline and blurb. Karen, can you share the tagline? Wow, I think not is all I'll say to this.
How dare you?
Go on.
The tagline is simply on the cutting edge.
They are in their holes on the cutting edge of anything.
This is high fashion. How dare you?
The things we learn about what this magazine thinks will sell are deranged. Also, their budgets, bargain bin. That's all I'll say.
I mean, well, oh God, they're absolutely running at a loss. So, I mean, I guess they're just not going to throw good money after bad.
Or after anything. Well, so that's the tagline. Here is the blurb. It is quite spoilery. It spoils things that I had guessed would happen, but have not seen happen in the first half of the book. So, you know, some of this isn't going to appear in this episode. Okay. Jessica Wakefield is making the most of her work experience at Flair magazine, and she's got two gorgeous guys wrapped around her finger. Two grown adult men.
So gross.
Ugh. Dating Quentin Berg, a famous photographer, could do wonders for her modelling career. What modelling career? But Jessica actually prefers a lowly mailroom clerk, Cameron Smith, who can't help her at all. So she's decided to take both of them at once. It's a good thing she has a twin. Who could have seen that coming? Elizabeth Wakefield loves working for Leona Pearson, the sophisticated and elegant fashion editor at Flair. She's not the fashion editor.
No, she's not. She's managing editor.
Editorial director or something. But anyway, she's not the editor-in-chief, but she's like a senior editor. She's 100% not a fashion editor.
No.
She's like features or at the least. Anyway, but when Elizabeth brings a great idea to savvy Ms. Pearson, the editor takes all the credit. I mean, I think we all saw that coming.
That was quite obviously going to go that way.
Yeah. Elizabeth learns a lesson from Leona Pearson that she never expected. Ruthlessness. She'll learn that off her sister. So, experience all the fun of the fashion world with this second title in a lively 3-part mini-series. Lively seems damning with faint praise, I think.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
It's not very, fun.
No.
Despite it sort of meaning fun. But you know what I mean? It's like, very lively.
Lively? We don't know. There's no vampires. What else are we supposed to say about it?
Well, what do we have to say about the cover? Because we're still in the photo era, but this time they have put a bit of effort in, and I, for one, appreciate it. I
have started to come around on the photo covers, I must say. We're really just at the beginning of this era, I suppose. But this is the thing, like last time it was like a lovely picture of the twins, the Daniel girls, but it just didn't have much to do with the actual storyline. It was just like, they're at the beach. That didn't really...
It just felt like a still for the show.
Yeah. Exactly. Whereas this time we are on location. We have cast
we are.
A model to be Quentin Berg, famous photographer.
With a bowl cut.
His hair is so bad.
What the fuck is going on here? This is like 1996.
Like, this is the hair of a child in a 90s movie. That is like your classic kid from Liar Liar, kid from fucking Homeward Bound, like all your
100%.
VHS classics. This is the haircut that children have in 90s movies. But for some reason, it is also the haircut that this man has. Yeah, I'm just so happy that we actually have a proper shoot for this that's relevant to the book. I'm so impressed.
I was genuinely surprised. I thought it was just going to be random stills from now on. So I kind of love the idea that we're going to see some little acting out of the books from now on,
and we're getting people cast as characters in it. Like there's obviously someone that's been cast as Quentin, so he's sitting in a director's chair. He's holding his camera. He's looking up at Jessica, who is kind of standing over him and quite obviously flirting, as is her ways.
Yeah,
they're standing outside. It's like, or sitting outside a caravan. That's
like a trailer,
like on location, a trailer, like for a shoot on location.
More realistic. They should be doing some actual external shoots for what they're trying to do in this book.
Please, oh my god, this photography studio is just a mess and a death trap, but we'll get into it. But like, there's a little railing of clothes outside. You can see this kind of cosmetics and a makeup chair on the inside of this trailer. Like, I'm really impressed with the attention to detail, I must say.
It's more like a fashion shoot than the book's content.
Than anything in the book. Yeah, like, this is the thing. It's actually a more accurate cover than the book is about fashion and photography and sets. But yeah, Jessica, she looks great. She's wearing a lovely red zip-up kind of jacket, a black dress, or it could be a skirt and a top. It's hard to tell. She's got these great black and white shoes, kind of checkered.
So 90s sliders. Oh my God.
Good. Love it. Opaque black tights. Like, she looks great. It's very, it's clearly Jessica from the TV show, but like, great, I'm fine with this.
We love her.
We put the effort in. We're casting actors. We're going on set. We're doing it right.
And Quentin's wearing his trademark cargo pants or waistcoat. I don't know why I said cargo pants there, but just sort of like industrial waistcoat. It's got a lot of pockets by the looks of things. Mm-hmm. It's in the manner of cargo pants.
He's in double denim.
Is he wearing like brogues?
I'm not sure. They looked more like hiking boots, I thought.
Oh, I'm zooming in. Yeah, no, sorry, they are. I thought they might have sort of, the brogue, like...
I get you, yeah.
Patterns, but it's quite a look. It's the waistcoat that's just baffling me, but it's accurate to the book.
This is the thing. It is. He's got a little necklace. Like, I'm so impressed. It was a shaky start to the photo covers, but this, I think, has started to win us over big time.
No, I am kind of, I'm sold now, because I thought that it was just going to be like, and it was
unrelated
random shots of the twins, essentially. And so I am very, very pleased that we're going to get a little acting out. I can't wait to see what happens next.
I know. I'm excited now to see what else happens in these covers. So yeah, it's good. It's a good time. We're happy.
Yeah. And I think, if Cressida fancies using her skills, there's actually something to work with now.
There you go.
So, but no pressure, Cressida, because we're actually feeling guilty that you're like being put under pressure to...
Yeah, we didn't want to stress you out, but but feel free if you would like to.
Just if you want to. So, we begin this new book where we finished the last one, with Liz fleeing the dark room after seeing... fleeing the studio after seeing Simone and Todd in a passionate embrace. And it's like she sees it like a movie with the opening credits showing Liz searching for her boyfriend, Todd Wilkins, to tell him how sorry she is. And we get a reminder of, what she saw the last time. Then thinks it wouldn't happen like this if it was a movie, because they always have happy endings. I don't know where you think this, Liz, because absolutely not true. And your life has had enough disasters in it, including multiple deaths, to know that some things don't work out. Yeah. So Todd basically just pursues Liz through loads of different rooms. Like, oh my God.
It's like Scooby-Doo. They're in and out of fucking doors and rooms and connected rooms and wardrobes and fucking, there's one thing after another. But basically, Todd is chasing her through this series of doorways, trying to catch her.
I assumed there was going to be some purpose to this, and there isn't. Like, there is a lot of filler in the first half of this book. Like, that the ghostie, who I regret to say is not the genius who did the last book, it's way less funny, but intentionally. And I mean, it's pretty funny unintentionally.
Well, you see, yeah, it swings around about. It all makes sense.
Exactly. But yeah, this ghostie was clearly just trying to meet that word count. And, you know, I've been that soldier, so I salute you, ghostie, but like, not ideal. But yeah, finally, Todd catches up with Liz and grabs her arm roughly.
Oh, boo. Yeah, she hisses at him not to touch her. She's very unimpressed by this, which is good, because usually they seem to take it very well when they're being manhandled by these boys. But yeah, she's hissing at him, don't ever touch me again. Todd gets all defensive and he's like, fine. But yeah, Liz, she's really angry. She's like, sharing isn't my style. What's wrong? Isn't Simone woman enough for you? So like they're straight away just getting all confrontational and angry. He's begging to like let him explain, but yeah, she's not really giving him any inches here at all. She's just like, no, there's nothing to explain. You're not the person I thought you were. She shrugs and says, I can do better. And then Todd gets all kind of angry with her, and he's like, I guess I already have. It's really weird. Like there's the
it happens all the way through the book. Yeah. It's super inconsistent. Like this happens all the way throughout, that they're like, well, you know, it was my fault. I pushed you away. No, it wasn't my fault. It was them. And they're like this internally and to each other. And there's no sort of development here. It's basically like there's in a holding pattern. And this is the holding pattern. We're setting it out in this scene from, you know, for at least the first half of the book. Yeah. I must say, I found it hilarious that Liz snarls, sharing isn't my style. It's like, bitch, how many times have you cheated on Todd? Like, you expect him to share you with quite a lot of boys.
This is the thing. She simply must get down off that high horse, because she does not have a leg to stand on when it comes to cheating. She really doesn't. And it is kind of hilarious that there's just no mention of all of her past transgressions whatsoever.
It's just amazing, because like they actually mentioned in the last book about her dating the wacky poet.
Slander. He was a werewolf.
A Cookie Monster werewolf, no less.
You're right.
Justice for the Cookie Monster werewolf.
He was doing his best.
Only you can do him justice, Karen. So yeah, she's like, oh, I can do better. And Todd is like, this does not feel like Todd when he says like I already have. Like that is not Todd. No, like, I can't believe I'm defending him, but you know,
but he's not mean.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's dickish.
It is.
So yeah, she's like, well, goodbye, and marches off. And of course, the first thing she sees are when she goes into the lift are loads of models apparently. So they got the models dressed like this too in the uniform, and they all look like Simone, which you know, rub salt in the wound.
Yes.
And then she marches out of the building, she wears heels, like how the way these kids dress for an internship is just insane. She takes off her high-heeled pumps and wands to the Jeep in her tights. And then you'd think she'd have learned about driving safely, but she just belts off in that death Jeep.
Oh my God. The driving in this book is wild. As you say, like these girls have been in so many accidents and so like accident adjacent. And yet she's just like flinging that Jeep across 4 lanes of traffic here and there and everywhere and missing turnoffs. And it's like, Liz, get a fucking grip, please.
Seriously, like the bit where she swerves in front of a truck at one stage actually stressed me out.
Yeah.
By the way, we're also told that all week she'd had an eerie premonition and it had finally come to pass.
No, she didn't. She did not.
So
this is nothing.
Where did that come from? So yeah, we learned that Todd. We get a recap of the whole, internship setup. We learned how Todd has gone from Sweet Valley High basketball star to fashion model, and from her loyal boyfriend to a swinging playboy.
Oh my God. Amazing. So yeah, poor Liz, she's feeling very sorry for herself. This week certainly hasn't turned out like she expected. No. We're kind of reminded what everybody else is up to at the moment. That,
get a Winston update.
Excuse me, I am obsessed with this. Yeah, we're told like Lila is working as a receptionist in her dad's company. She's hating every second of it. Aaron Dallas is working for the Lakers.
Yeah, we knew that. Yeah.
Winston Egbert was assisting the head chef of an exclusive gourmet Italian restaurant in Beverly Hills.
Why don't we have that book?
Seriously, my notes were just like, excuse me, I need Winston's The Bear arc immediately. Like, they can't just throw this in and then never revisit it, because I can tell you right now, this does not come up again for the rest of this book, and I'm devastated.
Just gotta say, does it? Oh, seriously, this is just haunting us, because it's the other, like it mentions Maria and Dina's internships. We know about them already. We knew about Aaron's, but like Winston, Army, Winston.
I need to see it. Like,
well, cruelly denied that. We also, by the way, learned that little bit of extra info on the Flair universe. We learned that it's less than 2 years old, but it was already the most popular publication of the Mode magazine group. So when I said Wilhelmina Slater from Auntie Betty might turn up,
now
I think I was psychic. Like.
Who knew how accurate you actually were? Yeah, we're getting a bit more details about the structure of this bizarre magazine and its place within the mode hierarchy. Oh God, it's just, this whole thing is so silly. It's just crazy. We're also told about how that like Liz was so excited about this internship, even though she's like not super into fashion, but the job had surpassed her wildest dreams. Elizabeth had expected to do mostly grunt work.
Yeah.
Or scum work, as Leona had called it. When? What?
Did
no, she didn't.
Like, Leona's not that bad.
Like, literally since when? And also, Liz has never once in her life expected to do grunt work in an internship. Quite famously, she freaks the fuck out if you ask her to make a coffee or make some copies or anything reasonable for an intern.
Exactly.
She needs to be writing features or nothing.
Editing the fucking thing. That's what my notes say. Like, since when did she expect to do grunt work? Never.
Never in her life.
So, apparently Leona had entrusted her with some serious assignments. And she has her own plush office, complete with a state-of-the-art computer and printer. She's got her own printer. What the fuck?
Honestly,
no one has their own printer now. Like,
so true. Yeah, I just feel like the rest of that staff are still just absolutely fuming about this whole situation.
Oh my God, they all hate her. Yeah. She's she can't believe that her life has got so bad so quickly. Because we're reminded of her pitching freestyle to Leona and how disappointed she was when Leona thought just basically poo-pooed it and said the editorial board, like, I don't know, what does she mean? Like the various editorial directors? Does she mean the board of management of the company? But
who knows?
The structure of this firm is confusing. So yeah, we got like just a full recap then of Todd's discovery and his new model life. And then we get a lot, like, this is so ridiculous based on what we know about the twins. I feel this would be relevant if this were me or most people, but it's just, it doesn't matter how interesting you were, it didn't matter how much character you had. What all guys really wanted were supermodels. Famously, you and your identical twin sister are like radiantly beautiful, and the only real reason your sister doesn't have a modelling career is she's too short. Like, the idea that this is somebody going, I always thought everyone loved me for my mind, and now they just want these hot girls. It's like, you are the hot girl.
You are the hot girl, you dumb bitch. It's very hard to feel sorry for her here, to be like, oh, they just want these beautiful model women. And it's like, girl, you are like, we are beaten over the head with how beautiful you are in every single book. Get out of here.
Like, if this was Enid or somebody else on the relatable, pleasantly attractive, like, most people are, like, scrub up well, most of us do. Yeah. Yes, you could buy this, but somebody who is famously above average, I'm sorry, I just don't buy that, like, oh, they only care about looks, and like, everybody just wants me for my brains. But speaking of somebody who does want to be wanted for her looks, and generally is, Jessica arrives home, like, hours later in an understandable rage because Liz went off without her in the death jeep, and of course she doesn't have either watch or umbrella, so she got soaked in the rain, and I guess she must have missed a bus, and so she's in a state when she turns up, and she fashions herself a slightly odd meal.
They love an odd combination, don't they?
Yeah,
these kids?
just random objects
for a snack. Yeah, so she's fuming, she's soaking wet, she's really angry with Liz, so she's stomping around the house into the Spanish tiled kitchen, and she's like just glugging back orange juice directly from the carton. She grabs some yogurt, some vegetables, and a wedge of cheddar cheese. She finally gets a box of crackers as well, and I was like, okay, fine, cheese and crackers I can get on board with. But yeah, she's just kind of going to town on whatever she can find. She's munching aggressively on a baby carrot, which is hilarious because that is very classic Jessica from the early books, where she's like angrily sipping a milkshake, and it's like, how do you angrily drink a milkshake? But if anyone can, it's Jessica.
I mean, I guess I have to be impressed by the fact she's eating, chopped vegetables, because I can tell you 16-year-old me living on a diet 90% toast would have just like the idea that I would have voluntarily eaten a vegetable.
Oh, God,
laughable.
No, where are the crisps, please?
Yeah. Where's the beige food?
Yeah.
That's all I want. Beige food, scrambled eggs, maybe, bit of protein. But Jessica's chowing down on veggies, yogurt, and baby carrots and crackers. But when she's eaten her fill of random objects, she decides to vent at Liz. So she, by the way, we are told that Jessica, and I do like this, that Liz. We've got the twin comparison, and Jessica thinks that Liz has changed since they started the internship. She's only interested in fashion and success. She's got a new look, and Jessica doesn't like it one bit. In fact, Jessica thought worriedly, Elizabeth is becoming more and more like me.
Yeah, she's shuddering at the thought. So, she liked it when, they complimented each other, because that way they weren't competing for attention, and that's how she liked it. One Jessica was enough. After all, if Elizabeth started acting like her, then who was going to act like Elizabeth? I
do love this, and it's entirely selfish. It's very in character.
Completely. Because we have had this at other times.
We have,
most famously in Dear Sister, when Jessica literally had to be the Elizabeth and be the responsible one and tidy up because Liz was being such a nightmare and basically Jessica. She didn't like it one bit. So so she's like, I'm not going through that again.
She goes up to Liz, she sort of stomps up to Liz's room, but then she finds Liz in tears, and she's actually really nice to her, in fairness to her.
She is. She gets over her anger immediately when she sees that Liz is really upset, which is actually, it is quite sound of her, in fairness.
Yeah.
So she comforts Liz when she hears that she caught Todd and Simone in an embrace. She said that she's not surprised about Simone at all, but, with Todd, Liz is saying that she's not surprised about Simone, but Todd, she's just really upset about this whole thing. She's like, Jessica says that the modelling thing has gone to his head. She was about to say it was all for the best since boring as butter Todd Wilkins was a total drip, but she bit back the words. And again, this boring as butter slander continues from this ghostwriter, which we have had before, as I'm a big fan of butter.
Oh my God. Butter is this person has ever had Irish butter. That's all I'll say.
This is the thing. Yeah, they don't know real butter. But yeah, it's so funny when you can tell, this is that ghostwriter. No one's rolling their eyes, but Todd is boring as butter.
She's does the usual sort of Todd bashing, inaccurate Todd bashing, and eventually she gets just rages on Liz's behalf, and says that or thinks it was bad enough that Simone had been treating Jessica like dirt, but moving in on her twin's boyfriend was something else altogether. Simone was going to pay. So yet again, very revenge.
There's a lot of Jessica swearing vengeance all the way through this series, and as yet unfulfilled.
Yeah, very little vengeance has actually taken place.
True.
So later, Liz is lying in bed, tormented. She tries to picture a soothing scene of a beach to calm herself down, but she just keeps picturing Simone and Todd walking into it and thinks she can't possibly sleep. No wonder, because it's only 9 o'clock at night. Where did you think you could sleep at this stage, Liz? For fuck's sake.
Yeah, so she's just tormenting herself, with thoughts of Todd and Simone together. She just like, the falling asleep isn't happening. I suppose maybe she thought she'd be so exhausted from all the crying that she'd fall asleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not working. So she sees she has a stack of back issues of Flair magazine that Leona had given her, so she could familiarize herself with the magazine because she's the worst intern ever.
Oh my God.
But of course, Simone is all over all these magazines because she is their sponsored model. I don't know. They have one model and one photographer in this entire magazine.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's just tormenting herself looking at all these pictures of Simone looking beautiful.
Yes. So she thinks how Todd just wants somebody with status now, supermodel status, and she feels worthless. And as I don't say, fuck off, Liz. You're hot, skinny, blonde, like
truly, like famously beautiful.
Yeah.
Like as you say, if this was Enid or literally anybody else in this series, you'd be like, okay, fair enough. But like coming from a Wakefield, I just can't hack this at all.
Exactly. And there's a lot about how can Todd, fancy this skinny girl. And as somebody who was a skinny 16-year-old, I also not a huge fan of that because there were quite a lot of messages saying like you were like a sexless.
Oh God, it's not great, is it? Like, and it's so weird because they have all that weird diet messaging all the way through the series. And then it's like someone who's actually very thin. They're like, oh, she's so gross. It's like, disgusting. Oh God, lad, please stop.
Well, Liz does something relatable, which is ripping up the magazine and then having a little tantrum. Which,
completely.
Which
she's literally just tearing up the pictures of Simone and just like stomping on them on the carpet. She's just like, she's kind of disgusted at how perfectly tidy her room is. She's just really annoyed with everything. She's just completely like overwhelmed with dissatisfaction and just kind of needs to just let off steam somehow. Yeah.
She chucks all her clothes on the floor and just kind of kicks them around. And then this is all the flip-flopping. This just gets so boring. She blames herself for neglecting Todd, but then she immediately changes her mind and can't believe Todd could kiss somebody else, and no reference to the fact that she has kissed several people.
Many people. No, we're not her boyfriend.
It's like, oh, he's been my constant companion all this time. Well, except when you're getting off with other boys. Like,
I know.
Actually, he was her companion because he was in the house when she got off with Bruce. He was in the room.
Oh, he was on the way to her house when she was shifting Joey Mason. Like,
she got off with somebody else really recently.
Oh God, she like tricked Ken into kissing her like not that long ago as well. Like, she's a nightmare.
She's never not at it, quite frankly.
Truly.
So she has a full-on memory montage, including one of Todd wearing quite an ensemble.
Oh my God.
She remembers them getting off on Miller's Point, their first tentative kiss, and she doesn't know how she's going to make it through the school year because Sweet Valley's full of so many memories. Well, that school year has been lasting like about 13 years at this stage, so yeah, I don't know how you're going to get through it either.
Come on, Liz, you're 35. Get a grip.
Time has no meaning in this place. So all in all, she's just disappointed the talk could be so shallow. And she feels she needs to talk to somebody who'll understand. And the only person she knows who will really understand what she's going through is Enid. So she rings Enid's house and there's no answer. So then she rings Maria's house. And like, I really warmed to Maria in the last book. However, both her and Enid are, and I know Liz was terrible. Yeah. But they're full on fucking bitches in this scene. And it's not cool.
No,
it's not a good way of dealing with Liz.
Not at all. Like, and famously, I love it when people are mean to Liz, but I didn't like this. I did not like this at all. This was real mean girl stuff that I was not into. So she rings up Maria's house. Maria answers and she's kind of giddy when she's on the phone. And Liz is like, oh, it's Liz. And she can hear giggling in the background when Maria's like, oh, hi, Elizabeth. So Liz is like, oh, is this a bad time? Is there somebody over? And Maria says, Enid is staying over tonight. We've been helping each other out with stuff for our internships. And Liz is quite hurt by this. And she's kind of jealous that Enid and Maria are hanging out without her because that doesn't really ever happen. She's like, why didn't you invite me? And Maria's like, just a minute. And she can hear them kind of giggling in the background. And I really didn't like that at all. This is so shitty from Enid and Maria.
Yeah.
Enid and Maria. I just didn't, and I do like them as a double act. I've been enjoying them as a little team, kind of like, that's cool. And I know Liz was a dick to them in the last one, but this was just too mean for me.
Something about that is just like
it's the
background.
giggling, and we're talking about you and you're not invited. It was just did not like it.
And it's very explicitly like you're not invited, because she does say like why. Like Maria says, Enid, Elizabeth wants to know why we didn't invite her over. They giggle again. And then Enid gets on the phone and is all cold and is like, in answer to your question, we weren't aware that you'd have time to hang out with two peons like us. You've been so busy with the power players, we didn't want to disturb you. And Liz is just like, goodbye, and hangs up. She doesn't even say anything.
Yeah.
She just feels miserable.
Oh, and I actually felt bad for Liz, which I hate.
Same.
but this was just, this was too mean. Didn't like it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, no.
So we cut to Enid and Maria. They're arriving at the Dairy Burger. It's lashing rain. And when they go in, they are greeted by the most insane catcalls that made me laugh out loud.
Same. Like they walk in, the place erupts apparently in catcalls and whistles, and Bruce Patman yells "looking good" at them. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, it gets better.
Foxy Mama yelled out Paul Jeffries.
Who is he? First of all,
I looked this up. I went back to Gabrielle's fantastic "Hey, it's that guy / girl" spreadsheet.
Thank you, Gabrielle.
Perfect for this kind of situation, because obviously I was also like, Paul Jeffries, who the fuck is that? Checked it out, and sure enough, Paul works in the Oracle office and turned up in book 99. So thank you, Gabrielle, for that.
99?
Yeah, Gabrielle has been keeping track. She is on the ball way more than we are.
Wow. Well, there you go. Now he's shouting, Foxy Mama in the Dairy Burger. Foxy.
Just harassing, not Enid. It's actually all Maria, isn't it? Is it even at Enid?
Well, who knows? Oh, maybe. Because Enid says, because some of the senior guys are practically drooling at Maria. And Enid's like, oh, you're creating a stir, she says with a grin. You've got a movie star aura. And Maria's like, toilet paper commercials do not a movie star make. We also learn that Maria is probably the only properly coolly dressed girl in Sweet Valley, because we get a load of her outfit and I can't believe I'm saying this. It's great, and it's also like cool for the 90s.
This is the thing. Yeah, we're really like very much in the 90s at this point. Like, but also not always even within this series. Like, it's very strange. But I do really like that Maria, we're kind of hearing more about how she has this very individual style, which they did mention in the last book with like this weird antique lace vest she was wearing. But we seem to be keeping that up, that like she's got a very specific kind of dress sense to her that's completely her own thing. And I do like this for her.
Yes, we'll hear about the outfit later, but I love the sound of it.
Yeah.
And they start talking about Liz, and they are feeling a bit guilty as well. They might.
Yeah.
And they're worried that she's not being herself. And then Maria's actually worried that, there's something behind this. It says, I can't believe she's saying this to Enid, because she's like, I've known Elizabeth forever and I've never seen her act like this. You knew her when she was a kid and you haven't seen her for like 8 years or something. Yeah. And Enid has been living through the longest school year in history. I think Enid knows the 16-year-old Liz better than you do.
Definitely, yeah. But look, they are both concerned about Liz and why she's being so weird and inconsiderate and egotistical. Like, she's never acted like this. They kind of think she's turning into Jessica, but that's being kind in this stage, apparently, which is quite funny. But yeah, like, they are feeling bad for kind of cutting her out this evening, which I'm glad that we're immediately following up that mean conversation with, actually, they are worried about Liz.
Yeah.
So I do kind of wish we just didn't have that whole phone bit with them giggling and that just Maria wasn't home either. That would have been better. And then we just got to this,
Yeah.
But they are they're talking about Liz and kind of thinking, okay, is there something we can do? Maybe we should invite her to meet us tonight, because she did sound upset on the phone. But then Enid's like, are you crazy? Did you forget about Wednesday night already? But then it turns out they actually had a great night. That time that Liz ditched them when she was supposed to hang out with them in LA for the evening. So they just went off and had their own fun, apparently, and had a great time.
They did. They went window shopping in Rodeo Drive. They got their pictures taken in a colour photo booth. find it a bit weird they have to specify it was in colour. Like, it was hard to find a black and white one in those days. I can tell you, sometimes you'd be looking for one because they're more flattering.
Yeah. No one needs to see how red my face is.
And then they went dancing at an underage club, but we're told the teenage crowd had been a bit too superficial for their taste. Okay, Susan Sontag, like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? Superficial teenage crowd. You are teenagers.
Where do you think you're from as well?
What are you expecting? Like an intellectual discussion?
Oh my gosh. So funny.
So then Enid says, this goes on for a long time as well. Well, maybe there is a payoff. I'm sure this is brought up later in the book. Enid says she has an ideal date for Maria, which I guess is another adult man who works with her. Like, he's an editorial assistant or an assistant at the agency she's working in. But that means he has a degree.
Yeah.
Which means he's at least 22.
Surely. Yeah. Yeah, but he saw the pictures that they took in the booth, her and Maria, and he's apparently dying to meet Maria now that he's seen her picture. His name is Shane Maddox, but Maria is not interested. She's like, forget it. After her disastrous date with Kevin, she's swearing off all guys because Kevin, of course, is the set manager, again, an adult at the place that she's working as an intern. But she'd been all excited in the last book about their date, that they were going to go to some artsy little bistro, but it turns out the date was a total bust. They kind of had nothing in common and nothing to talk about, so it just didn't really go anywhere. But Enid's like, oh, well, that's too bad because Shane's pretty cute. It's like, yeah, and also way too old for you. But she describes him completely. She describes him to Maria, who then is kind of like, okay, he does sound quite cute actually. But yeah, they kind of, as I say,
Maria says she has a man for her, and it's Kevin, the dud date. I would be so insulted if somebody says, I went to this date and we had literally nothing to say to each other, but he sounds great for you.
Perfect for you. He's a total dud. But she's convinced that he'd be right for Enid. So they end up agreeing to go on like this double blind date that they're going to organise.
Yeah. We do delightfully get a reference to the fact that Enid, since her obsession with Jonathan Kane, a deranged transfer student.
Oh my God. This is wacky poet slander all over again. He was a fucking vampire.
No one thought he was deranged.
You know, everyone was obsessed with him. This is retconning.
So, I mean, seriously, I'm not going to say justice for Jonathan Kane because I don't know. But still, kind of good justice for Goth Enid anyway.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So yeah, they agree ridiculously to go on a double date with these perverts who should be on a list.
100%.
Well, we cut to Jessica and she's reading Ingenue.
Oh, Ingenue. Why couldn't you be working here instead?
Yeah, because Ingenue gets mentioned a few times in this book.
It does, quite a bit. So yeah, Jessica's just kind of looking at all the fashion spreads, just admiring all the models and being like, someday that will be me, someday soon. So she's getting all excited about how everything's going to change now because she's met Quentin Berg.
Yes.
Has him under her spell, apparently, even though, again, a grown man, you were 16. This is gross. So we're told how good looking he is. He's in his early 20s.
Oh!
I hate it so much.
And we get a full recap. It goes on for pages about everything that happened in the last book with Quentin and how they're going on a date. And then we're told that she's also interested in cute mailroom guy, Cameron Smith. We're told this is possibly the most toxic thing in this whole book. I mean, if we've got to just count the whole adults going out with teenagers as a general, awfulness.
Yeah.
But it says the first time she'd met him, she'd been dozing on a couch in the mailroom. He had kissed her awake like the prince in Sleeping Beauty. His gallantry had continued after that. There is nothing fucking gallant about kissing a unconscious girl.
Teenager. Yeah.
I mean, even apart from the age thing, which makes it like a whole new level of gross. Yeah. But if he was the same age as her, that'd be disgusting.
It would still be completely wrong. Yeah, as my notes just say, gallantry, bitch, where?
Yeah,
he's awful and has been from the start. Also, it is hilarious that we kind of get the recap on how Quentin had no interest in Jessica until she basically assaulted him herself, I guess. But the way it's put is that Quentin had made a 360-degree turnaround at work. It's like, well, that he still hates her.
I mean, there's no way. Why are we expecting consistency in this nonsense? Jessica remembers her kiss with Quentin in the dark room and her passionate kiss with Cameron, and we're told that she shivers again as she remembers this is what we're calling it these days, the fountain of sparks that had cascaded over her entire body.
Oh boy.
So she realizes that her dates with both of them are for the same night.
Don't know how it's taken her until now to realize, but
Oh, fuck. It's like, oh, yeah, Friday. Like, it's not like it's weeks in advance.
I know. So yeah, so now she's like, oh no, I knew it was too good to be true. So now she has to make a choice between a dream guy and a dream career. So she's like, oh no, she can't give up Cameron or her chance to become a model. So she's like, how am I possibly going to choose?
Well, now we go to the best scene in the whole book. And I have to say, an all-time Sweet Valley classic.
It's so funny.
Because Todd is spinning. There's actually, even the fact they're dancing like this is even funnier when you realise where they are, what they're dancing to. Todd spins Simone around at the centre of the dance floor because they are at The Edge, a hip new nightclub in downtown LA. The dance floor is packed with a chichi LA crowd and loud techno music blasts from the speakers.
I love it. It's like Sweet Valley kids can only do ballroom dancing, even if they're at a rave. Like, it's just what they do.
Oh my
They
God.
will be swing dancing to Sandstorm by Darude. God help them.
Alexa, play Insomnia by Faithless and then swing your partner by the hand.
So funny.
It is just amazing. So Todd's all awkward and feels self-conscious. And then Simone points out Sven Sorensen, editor-in-chief of What You Do.
Sure. Apparently he's standing around at the bar. He's some lanky Swedish-looking man with a blonde beard. He's got all these models crowded around him. And Todd realizes that Simone isn't really paying attention to him at all. She's just kind of posing for Sven. So she's like, spin me, Todd. Again, to techno music. So she's just doing all this to try and get Sven's attention. Like, Todd is so self-conscious. He just feels like everyone's looking at him. He feels underdressed. He's just feeling really out of place. But yeah, Simone just makes a beeline for this guy Sven as soon as he stands up. So he's just kind of left there and he's like, oh fuck, what am I going to do now?
We're told there are a few couples on the dance floor. How would they, what? I mean, I'm just going to say, if there's couples on a dance floor at a rave, they're like getting off with each other.
Basically, yeah.
But most of the people were told are dancing alone, swaying to the music as if they were in a trance. And then, oh my God, a sultry voice whispers in Todd's ear, hey, you want to join the love parade?
Oh my God. Todd is so confused. He turns to see a woman with short scarlet hair standing by his side. She had a nose ring and a lip ring.
Behind her is what I can only describe as a sort of rave conga.
Oh my God, this is so funny. Yeah, there's a trail of dancers following her in a line, bobbing rhythmically in an almost hypnotic state. It's like, so a conga line.
It's literally a conga line. I never saw this in a 90s club, I can tell you that much.
You're in a conga line at the rave. Yeah, but she's not finished.
Oh, she is not. It's a communion with being, she said. You'll close your eyes and let the music fill your body. And then a blonde woman with a silver streak in her hair urges, come on, get in line. You'll see, it's a natural high. These people need some unnatural highs to make them act appropriately at a rave. Like, pop half a pill. Just let loose.
A cheeky half.
Cheeky half. That's all you need. I'll give you a little bump.
Little cheeky half. A cheeky quarter, if that's all you want. That's fine too.
Just a quarter.
That'll do it.
And you won't even have a hangover. So it's actually, you know. Sorry, I mean, just say no, kids.
Yeah, that's the one.
Well, Todd is just like, oh, no thanks, I was going to get a drink. So he goes off, the eerie sound of the women's laughter echoing in his ears. The music in this rave must be very quiet.
Oh God, he's so frightened by this conga line. It's so funny.
I'm wondering how how he got into this club, because he goes up to the bar and he's tempted to order a drink, which would be pretty realistic, but he's underage, so he thinks if he got carded, he'd get kicked out of the club, even more embarrassing. But how did he get in?
Well, I guess if he's with Simone, they just let her in anywhere, probably.
Oh, fair point. Yeah. We learned that the club's decor is ultra modern. Now, it sounds more 70s to me.
It does. Oh, it really does. Yeah. Ultra modern decor, apparently. So it's stark white tables and shiny black floors. A red flashing neon band surrounded the wall and a shimmering disco ball hung over the middle of the dance floor. Like, yeah, that's very fucking 70s.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a 90s club at all.
Oh. If anyone's seen the film adaptations of Jackie Collins's The Stud and my favourite, The Bitch, starring Joan Collins. If you do nothing else, look for the trailer of The Bitch, because it's one of the funniest things you will ever see in your entire life. And I cannot even describe the amazingness of the title track, The Bitch. But basically, it sounds, the nightclub in this trailer sounds like The Edge in LA.
Okay. I'm going to go find that.
Oh, seriously, you will not regret it. It's one of the greatest. It's better than the film.
Okay, you just need the trailer, forget the film. Got it.
The film voiceover includes the line, "She's still in the disco business." Just.
Oh, wow.
Over Joan Collins doing all sorts of things.
Amazing.
But this club is less racy than the club in The Bitch, and Todd feels totally out of place, and he just feels really young. And in fairness, he is 16 and he's in a club full of grown adults.
Yeah, like he's trying to play it cool, but he feels like there's a huge sign on his back that screams 16. So he's not comfortable. Like, he's not actually having fun at all.
No, not at all. And Simone drags him back to the dance floor, and she says that Sven Sorensen wants her on the next Ingenue cover. So I guess she's not under contract to... Like, none of it makes sense.
No, none whatsoever. Yeah.
She's not under contract to Flair anyway. And Todd tries to be happy for her, but he's like, oh, how can I take somebody being excited about modelling seriously? And then he's like, but now I too am a model. So there's again more of this flip-flopping, because he thinks he sees Liz and he's like, Liz, she's come to, reconcile. Then he's like, oh no, it's not. But then he's like, well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to love my new life. Like, there's a lot of this all the way through the first half of the book anyway.
Very true. Yeah, a lot of people having the same arguments or the same internal kind of conversations with themselves over and over again. So he's like, no, I'm going to be happy. I'm leaving my old life behind. This is who I am now. And he's just kind of convincing himself that he's happy with Simone and in this edgy nightclub. So that's the way things are now.
Well, then we cut to Todd, or is it, alone in a nightclub with supermodels and techno music pounding in his brain. Apparently, instead of pounding, it's pounding rap, rap, rap. So I don't know what sort of techno they've been listening to.
Who knows?
So all the women around him are getting thinner and taller, and they're all saying, want to join the love parade? Want to join the love parade?
He's looking for a way out of the club because he feels like he's going mad, but all he can see are grotesquely smooth and angular made-up faces looming in on him.
Oh no! And then he realises that the beats are actually someone knocking on his bedroom door. We learn it sounds like he has a hangover, but there was no indication that he was actually drinking. Because he really has. He thinks this must be what it feels like to have a hangover, and it sounds like it is, but there was why.
They made such a point that he was only drinking mineral water the night before. So this is just him out late, I guess. But his head is throbbing, his whole body is aching. He's in bits. He just wants to stay inside all day. And he's like, I shouldn't have stayed out so late with Simone. And it's like, I mean, yeah, you'd be tired, but you wouldn't be he's
hungover. Well, his dad sticks his head in the door and is like, be downstairs in 2 minutes. And there's something off. So Todd knows something is up. He goes downstairs and his parents are full on horror film. I do not know why this is part of what's happening.
It's really weird. They're sitting perfectly still like two wax figures apparently.
Oh, fuck.
It's really odd. The table's all set. There's Todd's breakfast is waiting for him. But he's like, something's up. What's going on? Did his parents know he went out last night? He's really kind of weirded out by how strange they're being. Like his mother is like, good morning, Todd, with a tight smile. It's very bizarre. I don't know why they've made this whole interaction so eerie and strange. But basically, yeah, his dad is sipping his coffee. He's like, your mother went grocery shopping this morning. And Todd is like, okay, what's going on? So his mother, Emily, reveals she picked up a copy of Los Angeles Living while she was in the shop. It's a tabloid paper that comes out daily. And Todd is real confused. He's like, his mother never read junk like that. And, normally his parents are relaxed and casual at breakfast. So this is all completely weird and odd for the Wilkins' usual typical mornings. But yeah, when he sees the cover of the tabloid, he realizes what's going on because there is a large colour photo of himself and Simone on the dance floor at the Edge.
And the caption reads, supermodel Simone and playboy Todd Wilkins danced till dawn.
What the fuck? This is so weird.
What time does this paper get put to bed? Because this is insane. Yeah. You would not have a photo on the front cover that was taken at 3 o'clock in the morning at a club.
I know, of like a model and some unknown teenager. But yeah, his dad is really unimpressed. He's like, are you aware that you have a curfew? And Todd is like, I'm in big trouble.
Well, a miserable Liz arrives at the Flair office, and for the first time since she started, she has no excitement about the job because she rips Todd's love facts down from the wall, and she can't face the thought of having to see him and Simone around the building.
Yeah.
And so it's like everything's going wrong. And Reggie invites her out to the cappuccino bar. We learned, by the way, that Reggie this feels actually realistic if a magazine's being, an issue is being put to bed. Reggie was in there till 9 the night before.
Yeah.
And she feels like she's, she had to do loads of fact checking. She had to proof loads of features. And she feels like she lives in this building now. And last time they were all off at 5 on the dot.
That's so true. Yeah. Yeah, poor Reggie. She's, I guess, the only one in the office actually putting the work in.
Oh, maybe.
So no wonder she's so busy. But yeah, so Liz is real impressed with her because she's like, God, that's so much work that you got done in this one day. And she knew that Reggie was a top-notch editor, which is why she's been promoted to assistant editor after 1 year of working at Flair. But also, we know it's also because they relocated from New York and no one wanted to fucking go to California.
So, Reggie takes her off for cappuccinos. They order double mocha cappuccinos. Sorry to anyone's Italian relatives. I'm sure that would be cause of trauma. I'm doing this in the afternoon. And we get a reminder that Reggie is not a fan of Leona Pearson, which, has always sort of confused Liz and her extensive experience of 4 days, whatever it is. And she tells Reggie about Todd and Simone and blames herself. And then there's more of this stupid flip-flopping. She's like, I pushed him into Simone's arms. And then Reggie's like, well, it sounds like he made a decision. And Liz is like, yes, I suppose he did. So again, this goes on for ages. And it's the same old, same old. And Reggie basically says, look, maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Now you can find somebody who appreciates you. But Liz feels this is cold comfort. Well, back in the office, Liz is still feeling a bit shit because Reggie feeling sorry for her has, made her feel even worse. And then Leona calls her into the office and she realises she's going to have to tell Leona about Todd because she and Leona had made plans to go out on a double date this evening because 30-year-old editors go on double dates with their 16-year-old interns and their boyfriends.
Who were only here for 2 weeks. Leona's insane. I think we already knew this, but she truly is. Again, it's the 13 going on 30. She must be a teenager who's been body swapped into this editor role because nothing about Leona makes any sense whatsoever unless she's also 16. That's just the only way to look at it.
This is true. There we go. So I guess it would be fair to think of it in that sense.
Truly, it's the only way that Leona makes sense is that she's in a body swap comedy of her own.
So Liz arrives in her office and Leona's on the phone and we're sort of reminded of her vibe. We're told, I don't think this was the case in the first one that we're told that she has an aggressive management style.
Yeah.
I don't think she was aggressive the last time, but
No.
she was, Liz thinks, honest, and Liz has always sort of liked this. Like, she's very direct and she appreciates it. And Leona hangs up on the phone and is all like, oh, writers, they're quite a temperamental group. They're worse than the models. Like, I guess fair. Do you know what? I'll take that.
A little too close to home.
Yeah. Though I should say, I had my notes meeting on Friday and I was not temperamental at all. I think I was very
well done, you.
professional. Thank you. So Liz reveals to this adult woman that she and her teenage boyfriend can't make the double date she has with them because she and Todd are through and Leona's total bitch.
She's just like, oh, it's just as well. You're too young to be tied down. She's like, believe me, Liz, if you want to succeed, you have to throw yourself entirely into your work. Romance just gets in the way. And Liz is actually quite relieved by this because she feels like if Leona was going to be sympathetic to her, she was going to burst into tears, which she obviously doesn't want to do in the office. So Leona then reveals she was going to have to cancel the date anyway. And again, insanely, she continues and says, I have a feeling that Sam, my boyfriend, is going to pop the question tonight. Obviously, we'd want to be alone for that. And like, she was banging on about this as well in the last book where she's just convinced her boyfriend's going to propose to her every time they go out for a date, basically.
Oh, you're embarrassing yourself, Leona. Just stop this.
So cringe. And Liz is like, oh, but what about career first? And Leona's like, some of us can do it all. She's such a cow.
Really is. And so this makes Liz feel like a failure because she can't have it all at the age of 16.
God damn it.
And then Leona says, enough woman talk. That is not a phrase. That is not a phrase. No one's ever said that.
Woman talk.
And then she reveals the details of the upcoming special edition of Flair that were worked out last night in a brainstorming session. And my notes say, the special edition is commercial suicide and totally fucking unhinged. This would never, ever, I cannot stress, as somebody who worked in magazines, how this would not happen. This would not be approved. No one would ever suggest it. It would not sell, any of it. And it's just fucking stupid. Can you say what it is? Including the absolutely, you might as well just set all your copies on a fire because that's how much money you're going to lose. Can you say what the theme and the cover line is?
I sure can, because Leona holds up this kind of like mock kind of paste up of the intended cover. It features a model in front of some kind of ancient ruins with the title Antiquity Today. It's a Greek and Roman antiquity edition, Leona explained. We're going to play with the idea of past and present with special fashion exclusives on modern styles in ancient settings, the fashions of antiquity and the past and the present. And Liz is like, oh my God, amazing. Like the retro look, only really retro. And Leona's like, yes, we're going to have a travel section with a layout on Mediterranean holidays. And it's like, okay, that's kind of standard.
Yeah.
The issue will contain feature articles on ancient mythology and on the lives of Greek and Roman women in ancient times with an emphasis on social structures, women's issues, sexism, and so forth. It's like, okay, that's all well and good, but this is a high fashion magazine.
Every advertiser is running for the fucking hills at this. Like, seriously, like even when, you know, indie feminist magazines like Bust did themed issues. Yeah. First of all, the thing is very different, but that would all be very sort of irreverent and funny. And this just looks like it's like full on academic history articles.
It's so academic. Like it's so just not the vibe of a fashion magazine.
Oh my God.
Or the kind of twist a fashion magazine you'd
would put on it. Yes, exactly. Because like, even if they did do a, like, it's like a you know, stuff about the ancient world or something like that, they'd have a twist on it. And to be honest, a mainstream fashion magazine just wouldn't do it. They just like, they couldn't do it and they wouldn't do it. And as I said, every advertiser would, no one would advertise this. Like, absolutely not. Your rates would just go down the toilet. Like it's, and that's what, you know, that's what fashion magazines, it used to always annoy me when people are like, oh, you've got to go through, this magazine's an inch thick, you got to go through 30 pages to get to the, you know, of ads to get to the other stuff. It's like, it only exists Because of the ads.
Yeah.
There can be a pamphlet. It's bad if there are no ads, because if there's no ads, there's even fewer features. And yeah, they would just be running for the hills for this. And also the headline, Antiquity. What?
It's a terrible headline or title for this. Like, it's not good. I mean, I could get on board with like a fashion spread in around ancient ruins. That's fine.
Totally do that.
But the rest of it, it's like, this is not for your fashion magazine. What are you doing?
Oh my God. And then we hear about how they're doing the fashion shoots. Like, oh my God. Anyway, I just couldn't get over this. Like, could they at least have talked to somebody who'd interned in a magazine before coming up with what the big theme would be? Because even if it was like classic Hollywood or something, you know. But actually, it's really rare for mainstream fashion magazines like this to ever have done a themed issue, because it's really limiting in what you can do. So, you know, it's so yeah, the whole thing is nuts. It gets even more nuts because Liz has loads of ideas for this nonsense. And she pictures an idea entitled The Goddess in You, covering ancient mythological figures, and wonders what the quality of life was for women in ancient times. And then her fingers itch to do a search on the old Nexus. It's real now in this universe.
They had some other name for it, didn't they, previously?
They did.
Or it was just like the search thing, or like the...
There was a name for it, but yeah, it was clearly LexisNexis. It was like a thinly disguised version of it.
But it's actually named in this one. Yeah, so then it kind of just explains it's a dream source of information for journalists, providing access to articles from every major newspaper and magazine in the United States. So Liz is being put on research duty. So Leona's like...
What research it is?
My God. So yeah, Leona's like, look, of course, Liz is buzzing about this idea. She thinks it's amazing. Leona's like, I knew you'd like it, but it means a lot of work during the next week, fact-checking, proofreading, some major research. And it's like, yeah, work for your staff to do, not for your 16-year-old intern who's only here for another week. But also apparently the idea is highly confidential and they don't want anyone to know what the issue is about until it hits the newsstand.
Don't worry about that. No one's going to be stealing this shit fest.
Not going to be a problem. So she's written up a list of stuff for Liz to do.
Oh my God. By the way, I don't know, I shouldn't get too hung up on this, but like the lead time of these magazines are like several months in advance. So they're acting like we're going to press next Friday.
Yep, they are. They have 7 days to get that.
Like, I was asked to pitch some ideas for a magazine that I used to write for the other week, and it was for the February issue. And that's how far ahead they should be working. But anyway, it won't be about women in the ancient world, or will it?
Oh.
Well, one of the things that Leona wants Liz to do in her research, she wants her to do a LexisNexis search, because by the end of the day, I want to know everything that's been printed on Greek and Roman antiquity in the last 50 years. And I mean everything. What are you talking about, you lunatic?
Yeah, this is
it's amazing.
A choice.
Well, Liz loves the sound of this.
Oh, she's delighted. But like, this really sounds like something you do because you want to get rid of Liz for like a year. You know?
Oh, well, they've underestimated her.
Truly, because Liz is buzzing. She's delighted with this. She heads off to her desk filled with a sense of determination. She thinks Leona was right. Relationships just got in the way. She was going to emulate her now and throw herself into her work. If she wants to be successful in business, she can't let her personal life get her down. So she is ready to get to work. She is full of ideas and optimism and so excited about this crazy fucking themed issue.
I will calm down on it from now on. It just everything about it drove me insane.
I have to say, I didn't expect such a passionate response from you about the themed issue. I was like, okay, sounds a bit weird, but sure, let's keep it moving. But no, we are going to spend 20 minutes talking about how stupid this is.
Yes, we are. You take the girl out of magazines, but you can't take the magazines out of the girl.
There you go.
So, meanwhile, Jessica is single-handedly putting together a Greek island set in the studio. And I'm not going to get hung up on everything, but I can tell you, this is a high-end fashion magazine. This shoot would be taking place on a Greek island.
Honestly, this thing sounds so tacky and thrown together.
God, it's insane.
Like they're standing in a paddling pool, basically. It's just desperate. Like, apparently there is a set director who's come in to prep Jessica, but apparently she's the one doing all the fucking work. So there's like this Greek island scene on a bright blue backdrop. There's huge white boulders because they are getting their money's worth out of these fake rocks in this studio, let me tell you.
Oh, they are actually.
There's also a cascading waterfall, which sounds like an absolute health hazard. Where is health and safety? Where are the fucking union electricians or like plumbers or who is putting this thing together? Because apparently it's all down to a random 16-year-old idiot.
Yes!
To put a water feature together in a photography studio filled with like electrical equipment and fucking plugs and sockets all over the gaff. Like this whole thing is so stressful.
No one else is there. Apparently the set director prepped Jessica, but she like then disappeared as far as I could see.
She's doing all the work.
So no one else is in the room. And then finally Quentin arrives and Jessica worries that he's forgotten about their date, but he sure hasn't, unfortunately.
God, it's so gross. Yeah, because she's like, oh, you can never tell with artists. But yeah, when he sees her, she's up a ladder, I think, and he's like, oh, looks good. A Greek paradise and a Greek goddess on her own Mount Olympus. So he's all gross and handsy when he's like, need some help getting down there, and like has his hands on her waist, and it's all just terrible because he is a man in his 20s.
Yep, and he says that he's taking her to the most exclusive restaurant in all of LA, which hilariously to an Irish person, it's called Chez Paul.
It's Paul's house.
Which Paul? They all have to be referred to by their full names.
As we know.
Too many of them. So then we're told a saucy voice comes from behind them saying, am I interrupting something? I don't think the ghostwriter knows what saucy means. Because I think saucy is sort of like, if someone addresses you saucily, it's kind of like cheeky, ooh, a little bit so like Sabrina Carpenter-esque.
Oh, she's very saucy. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Whereas Simone is sort of like looking coldly at them.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, saucy's more like flirty and kind of, yeah. And that's not really her vibe at all. She's like Ice Queen Simone.
Yeah. So Quentin isn't fazed at all by her. But he just sort of gives out to her for saying that she's late, or for the fact that she's late. Mm-hmm. And when he goes into set up stuff in the dark room, Jessica pounces on Simone and is like, did you have fun with my sister's boyfriend last night? And she says Todd's okay for a high school boy. He'll be good for a few photo ops. And then she reveals Los Angeles living.
Yeah, Jessica is horrified by this. She's just glad that Liz would never read such a paper of low quality, and that if she saw the photo, she'd really flip out. And I really don't know why Jessica thinks Liz isn't going to see this.
Yes,
like someone isn't going to show it to her, like.
Or that she's not going to like pass a newsstand where everyone else sees it, and that is what happens, as it turns out.
Yeah, shocker.
So Jessica vows revenge yet again.
Again,
never not at it. So Leona tells Liz that she's going into another brainstorming meeting with the other editors, I guess, and she won't be available for a while, but she's going to be pitching some new ideas, and she like gives us a little saucy, no doubt, wink. And Liz is all excited and hopes this means that Leona is actually going to pitch freestyle, and which of course, you know, she was a bit lukewarm about earlier.
Yeah.
She decides she's going to like keep pushing it, and she's going to keep pushing her ideas for the classical civilization issue. And she thinks journalists have to be aggressive. Then we learn that by noon, she has found every single article on women in antiquity for 50 that's published over the last 50 years. And she is delighted with herself, as well she fucking might be, because that is impossible.
She's pulled it off somehow. She's written up a small report, apparently, with article titles and summaries as well. She has done 2 years worth of work in an afternoon. She is nailing it.
Like a master's level of research. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just all in the morning's work for Liz Wakefield.
Every single article published in 50 years. Yep. Wow. So she asks Reggie for lunch, but she's too busy. So she heads out alone, and she checks out her snazzy new hairdo in the elevator reflection while her way down. One of the others, like glamour girls, praises her outfit and said, is that Bartucci? And Liz is like, it's one of BB's latest, and chuckles inwardly at her own words.
Yes, of course, because BB's isn't exactly a designer, but rather a store in the Sweet Valley Mall.
Oh, what a wit she is. A wordsmith indeed.
Truly.
So she's feeling actually quite pleased with herself because she's had a productive professional morning. But also, she looks the part, she thinks, of a young executive. She is a young executive. Yay!
Young executives are back. You know, if you just talked to Lila, she would have nailed this from the start.
I was so happy to see a reference to a young executive.
Oh, God. So funny. Yeah. So she's feeling good. She looks like a young executive. She's had a good morning. Leona's right. She didn't need a boyfriend. She could make it on her own.
Mary Tyler Moore style. But then her mood crashes because what did she see on a newsstand? Who could have predicted this? But LA Living and the caption about Playboy Todd Wilkins dancing till dawn.
She feels like she's been whacked in the chest with a 10-ton stack of magazines. So she's got tears of anger and frustration in her eyes. Breaking her heart wasn't enough, apparently. Now Todd had to humiliate her as well.
Oh. Well, we cut back to the studio where Shelley praises Jessica's work. Shelley's the makeup artist, you might recall, including the mechanical waterfall, which she's apparently installed single-handedly.
Sure.
And Jessica's total mess, and she doesn't know why she bothers getting dressed up for work anymore, and neither do I.
Truly.
It is ridiculous.
Like, yeah, she's covered in dust and sawdust and paint and like, yeah, I don't know why after the very first day she didn't realise do not wear heels and nice clothes because you are doing manual labour all day long.
Heels are the heels are the maddest part. Whenever about like, totally. My clothes might get messy, but like you're on your feet all day, you're not wearing heels. People who do these jobs are just wearing runners or sandals or whatever. So Simone turns up and throws some jibes at Jessica, and Jessica jibes right back, and you know I feel the banter quality would have been better in the last ghostwriter. Yeah. But she tells Jessica to move a rock at one stage, and when Jessica goes to do so, of course, Simone turns on the waterfall.
Yeah, so Jessica gets all drenched in water. Simone's like, oh, sorry about that. I didn't realise you were in the way. So Jessica is fuming, but she kind of like flips her hair back and splashes Simone with her wet hair, who then starts screeching at her because she's ruined the outfit and ruined her dress. And Jessica's like, oh, sorry, I didn't realise you were in the way. So again, they're just kind of snapping at each other. And when Quentin comes in and he's like, what the hell is going on here? They both just start talking at the same time. And he's just like, oh, God, the pair of you are just wrecking his head, basically.
Yeah, he just go, women. It's like, well, one of them is just about because she's 19 and the other is not.
Yeah. Pervert.
Well, Jessica, he says, look, okay, we're taking a break. I mean, they don't seem to have done anything all day. No. But anyway,
Jessica's the only one doing actual work here.
Exactly. But then a delivery boy arrives and hands Jessica a package, and Jessica's like shaking it, but it smells delicious. Now, it is. We will find out it is something that I personally think is delicious. If I smelled it, I think I would be like, what the fuck is happening now?
What is in this package? What is happening here? But yeah, she opens it up. There's a platter apparently with a cover on it. And when she opens it up, it's an elaborate plate of colourful sushi.
Yeah. And she thinks Quentin's outdone himself. She's sent her a sushi lunch.
Yeah, she's very impressed and she's looking forward to their date tonight now. So when she sits down to get stuck into her sushi, she suddenly remembers that she also has a date with Cameron tonight as well, that she's looking forward to even more than this one with Quentin. So she's kind of trying to figure out what she's going to do. How can she possibly be in two places at once?
How indeed? How has she ever managed this before? I just can't think of anything.
I don't know.
Well, we cut to Liz, and in another of my favourite moments in this book, she's taking a leaf out of our listeners' books.
Like, this has been predicted by the listeners in the comments, and I love this for them.
Because she's just messing around, typing in titles for her teenage autobiography. Now, I am going to add the Elizabeth Wakefield story to each of these, but, you know, they're pretty good. So first is Life as Humiliation, the Elizabeth Wakefield story. I was ditched for a supermodel, the Elizabeth Wakefield story. From bad to worse, the Elizabeth Wakefield story. I mean, you've gone through, you know, serial killers, werewolves, vampires, death jeeps, like,
murderous doppelgangers, but yeah.
From bad to worse is pretty accurate, but I don't think this is the worst it's been based on previous form.
Definitely not. No, and I'm pretty sure the listeners have come up with much better titles for Liz's autobiography than these ones. But yeah,
I like she's given it a go.
I enjoyed it too. I must say, I was very excited it's because it's just so funny that this has been happening in the comments for the last while. And there you go, it's in the book.
Well, knock yourselves out, listeners. You know you can do better than Liz Wakefield. We all can.
Absolutely.
So she goes into Leona. She knows Leona's back in her office, and she goes in to see how the big editorial meeting went, and did Leona pitch freestyle. Yes. Mm-hmm. But it turns out that she did, and they rejected her little idea.
Oh, yes, she's very dismissive. Poor Liz is really like kind of feeling doubly rejected now. And she's just like, oh, from bad to worse was right. So Leona's like, don't take it badly. It was very well written, but the idea wasn't terribly original. We've just discovered that kind of thing isn't viable. And Liz is kind of confused by this because she's like, but she did her research and it doesn't seem right. But she's like, okay, I guess. And she's kind of blinking back tears and just thinking that like, Leona looking at her with this mixture of pity and disappointment is just the worst thing of all. So she's really crushed by this and just kind of tries to rush out of the office, but is handed like a big stack of notes to that she has to proof as well, apparently. So Leona's just kind of condescending.
Very condescending.
And is like, keep trying. I'm sure you'll come up with something one of these days. But yeah, Liz is just really upset by this.
She is. Well, we cut to Todd. He's on his way to Flair for a late afternoon photo shoot, but he wants to get there early to try and make up with Elizabeth. And hopes insanely that he can get to her before he sees the Playboy Todd dancing till dawn cover photo. Like, good luck with that, Toddles. Because he regrets letting Simone go to his head. Liz is his true love, and he hopes that she'll accept his apology, especially as he's been grounded for a month because he is a child.
I can't believe how unfair his parents are being. He's almost an adult. This was no big deal. But so he's just like, at the moment, that's not really his problem. It's Liz that he has to try and sort this whole mess out because he hates that she's been upset or wounded by this. So he has a bright idea as he's coming through the lobby that he's going to buy her flowers. So he buys this big bouquet of like long-stemmed red roses and rushes up to the floor that she's on to try and deliver them before he has to go to work.
And he's told by the receptionist that Liz is in a meeting at the moment because she's in with Leona. I guess she's so important that she has to like tell the reception to hold her calls. But Todd says he has to speak to her and ask, so they like buzz the office on the intercom and say that he's waiting for her. And we cut to Liz in Leona's office. She's taking notes because I guess she could do shorthand now. In fairness, maybe she can. She has done a lot of reporting for the Oracle.
That's true.
So, I'll give them that. Leona's going through all her big ideas for the...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anything to say about the big ideas?
I'll just stop myself. It's so terrible. They're so terrible and stupid and basic. They're basic and also uncommercial. So everything about them is shit, like goddesses. Oh, wow, brilliant. What an interesting take. Apparently she's been dictating non-stop for about an hour coming out of the shite.
Poor Liz, like Leona's just firing all these random words at her and Liz is having to take note of absolutely everything and kind of try and keep track of what the hell she's talking about as well. So yeah, Leona's really snappy and short with her because she's like, now make these bullets, and Liz is like, what bullets? She's like, put it in outline form. She's like, oh, okay. So she's just rattling off like absolute nonsense.
Why is Liz doing this? This is the sort of thing that should have been typed like at the actual editorial meeting, but yeah, it's going on to their terrible fashion shoots as well. And then there's the intercom buzzes, and the receptionist says, Mr. Todd Wilkins is here to see Elizabeth Wakefield. And Liz can't believe Todd's goal.
She's really embarrassed, which is fair enough because it's like your boyfriend is trying to buzz you while you're in a meeting. It's like, oh my God, dude, seriously. But also she's mad at him anyway. So she's like, his ego is obviously just out of control. Leona's unimpressed too. So Liz is like, sorry, Leona, this will just take a second. So she like leans over to the intercom on the desk and presses the button. And then we cut back to Todd, who's just like pacing in the reception and getting really self-conscious because like there's all these people waiting around for their meetings and they can all just see this like child with his bouquet of flowers.
Yes, there's lots of models and suave literary types because I guess they're going to be writing with this shitfest on,
I guess,
undergraduate level essays on women in ancient times. So then the intercom crackles and Todd thinks he's going to be called into the office, and Liz, I don't know why she announces herself.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
Because everybody quietens down to listen for some reason.
So
and The voice, Liz is like addressing the nation, says, "This is Elizabeth Wakefield. Please inform Mr. Wilkins that I never want to see him again." Todd is so stunned, he has to grab onto a chair in case he like collapses to the ground.
It's deeply embarrassing for everybody involved. Like, this is so unprofessional and cringy and just terrible.
No, everyone in this place is unprofessional and cringy because the way they react, all the other people in the room, is so awful. Because bear in mind, this is a child standing there and they're literally like pointing and laughing.
Is everyone in a body swap comedy? Like, who is running this office? It's awful. He's humiliated. He like stuffs the flowers into a bin and just basically runs back to the lift because he's just like, oh God, this is terrible. His embarrassment soon turns to anger though, because he can't believe Liz wouldn't even hear him out and publicly humiliated him like this. So he's just really mad at her now and he's like, she can have her way. I'll never speak to her again.
Well, like, I can't believe he's taking the high ground about humiliation, considering he was literally on the front of a tabloid dancing with somebody else that day. So, somebody else has been humiliated around here. So we cut to the studio and Quentin asks Jessica to go down to the mailroom to pick up some more proofs. And he's all busy and she thanks him for lunch. And he's like, well, no problem. All of Flair's employees get a full hour. Good to know. Got a good union there. They're not being forced to work through their lunch breaks. So she's like, okay, that's a bit weird. It's like, oh, come on, Jessica. Like, put two and two together.
Please.
By the way, I'm not going to say it now, but I'm pretty sure I know what the twist is, and I have known what the twist is since the last book.
Yeah, no, it does. Yeah, we are... there's nothing revealed in this book, I will say, but... I
think we're probably on the same page.
The clues are there. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So anyway, apropos of nothing, Jessica worries about Cameron and we're told, and I actually feel this tracks, like he thought that she just cared about money and status, and we're told she didn't care at all about people with money and status, but she does care, or money and success, but she does care about her own success, so she cares about how they can help her, and I actually think that's probably true.
It is. I mean, yeah, like we know that Jessica can be very mercenary, like when it comes to her own interests and furthering or getting something out of a situation for herself. But like, I feel like she does care about other people's status as well, though. And it's a bit disingenuous for her to be like, oh, I don't care if he has no money. It's like, but you do. Like,
yeah. So, we're told about how hunky he is, also that he is an adult, about 19 or 20 years old. Too old for you. And when she goes, when she goes down there, they banter tediously. It's definitely not the same ghosty here. No. And she tells, she bitches about Simone and they embrace.
They do, yeah. Do they kiss?
They do. Electricity cascades down her whole body when they kiss.
Yes, it is wont to do. It sparks aplenty with the two of them. But so she...
There's a lot of bantering and it's really boring.
There is.
It's not. I wish we had the last one because there were moments with the last one, especially towards the end, where we were like, "Oh man, if he wasn't a pervert, this would actually be kind of good."
That's true. Although there is one good moment that I have to point out, which is when she says something about how punctuality isn't one of her best qualities, and he's like, "Oh, what are your best qualities?" And she goes, "Let's see, beauty, talent, joie de vivre," and he goes, "And modesty."
Yes, that is.
Which again would be funnier if he wasn't a fucking sex pest.
Exactly. So then he asks her about their date tonight, and she's about to say like, "Oh no, I can't," but finds herself saying yes, and then says, not a weird thing to say at all, "You might be surprised by what a date with me is like. Some people have even told me I have enough personality for two people."
Such a weird
She said mad.
She does. She really does. But yeah, he's like, "Oh, I think I can handle it. What time will I pick you up?" So she's like, "Oh no, we'll just meet at the restaurant." And then she says that she wants to try this French restaurant on Hollywood Boulevard, Chez Paul. And he's like, "Oh, that's quite a choice." So she's kind of worried now because she's like, "Oh God, maybe this was like a way too fancy a place for a guy who works in the mailroom," but he seems to be okay with it. She's like, "Yeah, I love French food." So she's like, "Okay, cool." So they agree to meet at 8:30, which is the same time as her date with Quentin. So what could she possibly be cooking up here?
Who could foresee? So we cut to the studio where hairstylist Michael is styling Todd. And I like Michael because remember he sort of gave Jessica some home truths in the last book. And we're told he doesn't take anything really seriously except his work, which,
This is good. I like this for Michael. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's this is so ridiculous. So it's a Roman Empire shoot. So he's wearing a fucking toga.
Yep.
He's meant to look like Roman royalty, but he feels like a fashion slave. And okay, bear in mind, this is the mid-90s. George Clooney, peak of his Eeyore powers with the Caesar cut, which was becoming all the rage.
Yeah.
Very, very, very mainstream. Instead of getting a model who has that hair, or what would probably happen in real life, cutting his fucking hair.
Yeah.
They are doing some elaborate, like, pinning Todd's luscious looks underneath with bobby pins to give him a fake Mark Anthony do.
It's
It goes on for ages.
so long. I was so confused as to what they were trying to tell us was happening here, because Todd is horrified by how his hair looks. He says it looks like a helmet. It's all really stiff because it's been hairsprayed within an inch of its life. And he's like, it's like a hat. And Michael's delighted. He's like, yes, you look like Mark Anthony. This is perfect. And it'll look great under the lights and, you know, with all the camera equipment and everything. So Todd is completely unconvinced. And I was quite confused. I was like, what are they I don't understand what they're trying to say has happened to his hair here.
I don't understand how they could have done it, because once they said Mark, I was really confused initially, and then I was like, oh, Mark Anthony. Oh, they're going for like the Caesar cut, very 90s.
Okay, yeah, so that actually does make sense now.
But also, like, the idea that they're literally pinning his hair under with bobby pins to make it look shorter is insane.
I don't
get a short-haired model.
Or
cut his hair.
Fucking hair.
So I don't know, Michael. I think you're not making the best use of your time here.
Doesn't seem like it. Just get the shears out. Let's get this thing done properly.
Exactly. So they go back to the set again. Instead of going, you know, on a shoot to Italy, which is what a real high-end fashion magazine would do. They have constructed, quote, a sparkling Roman Empire. A Roman Empire, like all the way from, I guess, Britain to like the far Mediterranean, but to India. Like, it's like, it is just ridiculous.
It is. There's a rich gold palace flanked by 2 tall pink marble columns. And Todd had to admit that Jessica had done a good job. Like, apparently she has a talent for set design. And it's like, oh, well, that's kind of cool that she actually is quite good at this. But I can't imagine that this looks anything other than tacky and cheap and ridiculous.
God. It's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, obviously it's ridiculous, but it's just the fact that we're being constantly told is like the cutting edge, most glamorous magazine in town, and they've got like styrofoam pillars.
Please, even just bring those pillars out to the car park or something. Like, there's surely something you could do here. Just go outside, get out of this fucking photography studio with all your backdrops.
By the way, I just talked about the Roman Empire going as far as India. I know it didn't, but it did go quite further east than you'd think.
It did.
There's a lot of space for them to do this shoot, basically, and they've chosen a studio in LA with the fake water feature.
Fucking water feature is stressing me out so much. I'm just waiting for someone to get electrocuted.
Well, then Simone appears, and I guess it's not even the Roman Empire, it's Egypt, because she's Cleopatra.
What the fuck? Who is the art director on this thing? Because what is happening? This stuff is all over the place.
So Todd is stunned by her sexy appearance. She looks stunningly beautiful. And Jessica is looking on at all this, and she's like snarking away, understandably. And Todd realizes that Simone is just using him to make Quentin jealous and Jessica mad. So he feels really uncomfortable, like he's under the hot lights. He feels weird with his little hair gel hat on. He's got Jessica glowering at him. And then I just cannot understand the vibe of this cheesy shoot, because Quentin says, okay, Simone, I want a sultry look. Todd, give me that all-American smile. Like,
truly, like, this shoot is all over the fucking place. Like, none of it makes any sense. Quentin sounds like a very bad photographer. I just can't imagine how any of this looks in any ways good enough for a high fashion magazine. I guess it's good enough for Flair, which, as we know, is fucking tacky and weird and run by children in adult bodies. Like, it's just the most bizarre thing, all of it.
I guess that includes the photographers too.
I guess, yeah. But like, this is the first time I think Todd isn't really enjoying the modeling. Like he's
Yeah.
uncomfortable. The lights are too hot. He's all this makeup on his face. He hates the hair. He feels kind of self-conscious too because he's basically wearing a sheet. And he just doesn't like how Simone is very clearly just using him to wind people up.
Yeah.
So he's just kind of like, oh God, I'm not actually having much fun here now.
Yeah. And we get more of the flip-flopping. He's angry at Jessica, then he's angry at Liz, and then he feels bad, and then Simone kisses him, and Quentin, who clearly really was just using Simone for like, high profile publicity, is like, yeah, kiss him again. So Todd feels really awkward and uncomfortable, and he knows that Jessica is going to tell Liz all about this, but he's like, why should I care?
Yeah. And then Simone, in her husky voice, asks him if he wants to go to another club tonight. Apparently there's a great place on Rodeo Drive called Inside Out. It's very in.
Not that we joined in the love parade in there.
Oh, imagine. But Todd scuffs his feet and says he's grounded. Which is so funny because he's like, yeah, my parents saw that picture of us in the tabloid. And Simone, of course, is completely unimpressed by this. She's like, so blow them off. You're an adult, aren't you? And it's like, well, no, honey, he is not an adult. He is 16. Leave him alone.
Exactly. It's why you should not be going out with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, then he decides to be all defiant, and Simone's like, great, pick me up at 11:30. Good God. And
God, it's so late.
you're up at 11:30. Like, it still baffles me that when I was 16, we were going to like indie clubs in town that did start at 11 o'clock, which makes me feel tired. But like, we weren't leaving the house at 11:30. Even that, I think that would have been too late even for me. He's definitely going to have to do a cheeky half this time.
100%. Yeah, he's like, how am I going to get away with this now? So he decides he's going to sneak out after his parents have gone to bed. Because they'll be in bed by 11 as sensible adults.
Yeah. I mean, but I will tonight. Yeah. Well, after work, the twins set off home in the death jeep, and Jessica goes into graphic detail about Todd and Simone and what they were up to at the shoot. They were all over each other, and Liz has to literally say, just stop this. I cannot hear anything about this too. And then Jessica is like, so what do you got planned for the weekend? And of course, Liz has no plans because she's alienated her friends and she doesn't have Todd anymore. But I'd say I'd like, but again, doormat Liz is not going to hold out for long. She knows as soon as she sees the look in Jessica's eye when she asks about her plans, that Jessica has some sort of scheme.
Totally, yeah, because she's like, do you have something in mind? And she asks it in an ironic tone because she knows full well that Jessica is up to something. So Jessica's like, yes, you wouldn't believe the situation I'm in. And then explains the whole sticky date situation about Quentin and Cameron. So Liz is like, so what's the problem? You just cancel one of them because you can't be in two places at once. And she's like, but I can't cancel either of them. Like, she's just like, is there a big chance with Quentin? We're going to discuss my future as a model. So Liz is like, yeah, okay, so you can't cancel that one. And she's like, and if I blow Cameron off, he'll never speak to me again. He could be the one. Because, he's the hottest guy she's ever seen, probably. So Liz is like, okay, well, you do just have to cancel one. Like, that's the only thing for it. So, of course, Jessica then pleads with her to do a twin switch. Because, of course, she's like, just this one time. And it's like, the neck of you. My God, this one time. Come on.
There's also an amazing bit where she whimpers and stares straight ahead, blinking rapidly, obviously trying to make her eyes fill with tears. And Liz rolls her own eyes at Jessica's, quote, pathetic attempt to get sympathy.
That's actually great, in fairness, because like neither of them are ever as like self-aware as that. And Liz not being taken in by Jessica for once is very satisfying.
Well, it would be if we didn't know where this was headed. Because after Jessica asks her to do the twin switch, Liz is actually pretty adamant, and Jessica sulks all the way to Calico Drive and slams the door and stomps in, and Liz is like, well, fine, let her be angry. There's no way I'm going to fall for another of her crazy schemes.
No way, no how.
And that is the end of Model Flirt Part 1.
Ooh, what could possibly happen next?
I mean, I'm just sure Liz is going to stick to her guns. And
you know what? Yeah, good for her. She's actually telling her no. This never happens. So good for her.
There'll be no flip-flopping here.
None whatsoever.
Well, after that first half I know for a fact. I don't even have to ask. We have some good outfits.
Oh, we sure do. My goodness. Okay.
Share, please.
Let's see.
See
Okay,
who play.
so during our standard twin comparison early on, we are told that Elizabeth's signature attire was beige pants and a polo shirt, or jeans and a cotton blouse.
Of course it is. Fuck it up.
It's like, oh, she's the worst. We get, oh yes, when Liz is kind of wandering down memory lane about her and Todd and all their good times together, she remembers seeing Todd at basketball practice the week before, wearing cut-off blue sweatpants and a canary yellow t-shirt.
Okay.
I just love how devoted he is to like cut-offs in this series. It's just constantly Todd in like booty shorts.
That's exactly how I'm pitching it.
That's
Picturing
100%. That is a crop top canary yellow t-shirt.
Yep.
You cannot tell me otherwise.
Totally. Everything's cut off. Just all those seams just rolling up.
100%. He is making it as slutty as possible, and I love it for him.
I know we've got more.
We really do. This actually sounds quite nice. Enid, when she turns up in the Dairy Burger with Maria, she's wearing an olive green cardigan sweater that I'm quite into, I must say. It sounds
very
nice.
Kurt Cobain and Nirvana Unplugged.
This is the thing. It's like her and Maria are actually dressed like cool 90s teens, which is such a departure for this book. Because, of course, Maria, with the style all of her own, tonight she's wearing a pale blue 40s dress with huge square buttons and thick army boots on her feet.
Yes!
Like,
oh my God, Maria.
Gorgeous.
I would wear that. And people did wear things like that.
This is the thing. Like, she's also got an exotic green silk scarf tied over her head that she then ties around her neck when she's actually sitting down at the table. And like, this whole outfit, it's giving like land girl, but by way of the 90s.
Yes.
Like, it's great. It sounds so cool.
I know. This is like, that's one of the actually few, in Sweet Valley outfits that is genuinely cool in an authentic way. In fact, possibly the only one. Because there's a few in the TV series, but
that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, this is very rare. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else she wears.
Me too. I need more of this from Maria because, I loved that one. So when Todd is at the edge with Simone, he's feeling really out of place because the women are all wearing short skirts or tight dresses and most of the guys had on black jeans and funky retro jackets.
What do they mean by that?
I really don't know. Like, what? They're at a rave. They're playing techno music. What are they doing?
They would have the Caesar cuts, I'm telling you that much.
Oh, there you go. But the funky retro jackets, I just can't really get a handle on what was going on there at all. Maybe someone in the Love Parade could explain it to us. When Todd is meeting his parents and they're being all weird and Stepfordy and strange with him in the morning, his mother, Emily Wilkins, a management consultant, has on a forest green wool suit that complements her short, glossy auburn hair. His dad is wearing a plaid blue shirt, wine-coloured tie and blue suspenders. He looks every bit the executive.
If you say so. Toddles. Also, was this the first time we've ever heard Todd's mother's name?
I think so.
And her job?
This is the most I feel that we've ever heard about his mother. Because we've definitely heard a bit about Bert Wilkins.
We have,
At least I knew his first name. But Emily Wilkins, for a second, I was like, wait, who the fuck is Emily Wilkins? Oh, right, his mom. Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Liz, when she's really delighted with her outfit in work, in her BB exclusive, she's every bit the young professional. She's wearing a short, light green dress and black pumps with green-coloured toes.
Young executive. She is a young executive. And a young professional.
Well, there you go. Yeah, she is professional. She also has a matching blazer. She is giving it socks. Jessica, when she's fucking running around making the Mediterranean happen in that tiny fucking studio, she's wearing a tangerine coloured mini skirt and a cream coloured blouse, and it's a silk blouse. Like, it just
of course,
always is with Jessica. So absolutely impractical as fuck, and it's all in bits anyway, and covered in dust now.
Ridiculous.
Completely. Simone appears for one of these photo shoots. She's wearing a body-hugging, floor-length blue silk halter dress with an oval hole cut out over the midriff.
I actually could see that in the 90s, to be honest. Something very slinky.
And also didn't Liz wear kind of a variation on that where she had like there was a cutout
plastic window? It was when they went to the rave.
Yes,
in the TV show. Oh, that was one of our favourite moments.
It was
Enid.
so good.
It was so cute. Enid and Liz turning up to a rave in the TV series.
Yeah.
And Liz grooving in her little baby blue 60s style dress with a little sort of sweaty
window. Like a little Teletubby. It was great though. It looked so good on her. It was so exciting to see it. So this is like the high fashion version of that, quotation marks, of course.
Oh, always, especially in this magazine.
What else? Cameron. He is looking particularly cute, apparently, in faded jeans and a button-down denim shirt with the sleeves rolled up.
So, double denim? Oh,
double denim.
But it's not Cameron on the cover, though.
No, because it's definitely Quentin because he's holding the camera.
And has the waistcoat on.
Well, the safari waistcoat. You can't go wrong with all those pockets. It's so utilitarian. But yeah, so he's actually the one wearing the double denim in the book. Todd in his toga. He, is supposed to look like Roman royalty. He's outfitted in a white toga with gold trim around the neckline. But he's not feeling it and he's not a bit happy about any of this. And then finally, we had Simone dressed as Cleopatra. So she's draped in a long shimmering dress of gold lame that's slit all the way up the leg. Her black hair is straight, hanging at her chin. There are false bangs across her forehead. Her makeup is all done up, like her lips are deep ruby red, offsetting the luminescent pearl of her face. So, yeah, I guess she just has like the kind of Mia Wallace haircut, basically.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
And a long gold dress, so she's Cleopatra, and that's the end of it.
Yep.
But also gold lame is just like, it's not giving high fashion, you guys.
None of it is.
It just isn't.
None of it is. Is there any more? This is an embarrassment of riches.
This is so much. But no, that is it for the first half, so we'll have to wait for the rest.
Well, I can't wait to see what's in store because I haven't even read the second half of this book. And Karen has reliably informed us that the drama kicks off.
It does, I feel. I think people just get extra crazy. It's good fun.
Oh, well, it's, if we've learned anything from Frank Cobra, it's that surprises can be saved in these tomes.
Honestly, I'm excited to see what happens in this third book because it's already pretty unhinged.
Well, listeners, what did you think of the first half of Model Flirt? Were you as disproportionately enraged by its inaccurate depiction of women's magazine publishing as I was?
You really were.
Very strong feelings. Let us know. We always love hearing from you. We are, of course, at SVH Podcast on pretty much all social media.
You can send us an email at svhpodcast@gmail.com. And
as usual, we are most active on Instagram, where you had plenty to say about part 2 of Cover Girls. Eliza O'Donovan, amazingly, is our closest insider. This is incredible. I'm so impressed by this. Eliza O'Donovan said, I did work experience in Big Magazine in 1998 for 4 days during the Easter holidays.
Oh my God, I had not seen this comment. Okay, this is really exciting. Tell me everything.
This is fucking incredible to get to do like a big London teen magazine when you're a teenager. I was 15 at the time and I really thought it would be like Flair and I'd be meeting celebs all the time. It was at a small office off Oxford Circus and I thought I was the height of glam getting the tube to the office. I would have been beside myself with excitement. I was given a little desk and was put opening all the readers' letters, of which there were hundreds, and I picked out the best one.
Oh my God.
Another surprise to me was that they brought all the interviews already transcribed and done. I had to write some fun questions to an Aaron Carter, RIP, interview and edit it for the big audience. And my main memory is the staff being so lovely and nice to me and treating me like the child I was.
Oh my God, I love this.
Everything about this is amazing. Eliza, please do send us some more info on this because this is incredible.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'm so glad they were so nice as well. I used to love Big Magazine. Oh my God.
See, I was too old when it launched, but I would sometimes read it and my younger sister had it. So like I'm very familiar with it. And like this was the era where Just 17 had changed into J17.
Okay,
So like there were a lot of British And Sugar, I was out then. Like, this was kind of the last hurrah for teen girl magazines. So I'm so delighted that you got a little taste of it.
Love that. That's so great.
And speaking of blasts from the past, I love this from Pippi Ann Shirley. She said, I'm looking closely at the fabric samples on the cover as I'm quite inexplicably intent on revisiting that 6 to 7 months in 1990 when I fell in love with my cousin's Laura Ashley catalogue when they were visiting from the UK. I've been committed to scouring Pinterest and looking at vintage fabric online to sew the dress I did not get back then. Nostalgia is bizarre, eh? I did not realise that Laura Ashley never made it across the Atlantic, because I can tell you, in 1990, I had a couple of Laura Ashley dresses and they were very floral and I love them. And I actually recently found one of my Laura Ashley skirts from the early 90s, like, which I used to wear with like a big jumper and docks, like a floral skirt, and it needs to be hemmed, but I'm bringing it out again. Has an elastic waist, so I still fit into it. If not,
fantastic. Love that.
If not, I would not. But I say go for it, Pippi Ann Shirley. Do that Laura Ashley scavenge. I will guarantee you'll be able to find some vintage fabrics somewhere. And as long as you give it a big lacy collar and make it a weird midi length, you'll get that vibe.
That's the look.
Puffed sleeves as well. A lot of puffed sleeves.
Oh, very important.
Bobbins and Buttons had some advice for Todd.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Todd should have got guidance from Bruce Patman on how to model tiny swimming trunks, lest we forget the auctioned photo. As if we could.
Little Stargazer said that Bruce should have given advice on more than just wearing swimming garb, but taking them off a female, considering Bruce scored Liz in the Casa Kitchen. A Fury Girl spoke for all of us when she said, I was so sad Simone wasn't wearing a sarong in the final scene. Poetic justice that would have been.
It really would have been, a perfect like bookend to Liz getting off with Bruce.
Little Stargazer started the tag yourself going.
Oh, brilliant. Yes, I'm the funky monkey and I have a hunky personality.
Funky. Vivian Shirley said, I'm Ken Matthews and I am the embodiment of a hunky personality.
Yes, so true. Also, where the fuck is Ken? I want to know what his internship is and what he's up to, please.
Maybe he's still goth.
Maybe he is. Maybe he's wearing his black t-shirt just sulking somewhere.
Good for you, Ken. Grace Holdham said, I'm Ken Matthews' BFF, Todd Wilkins, lacking personality, but a certified hunk, at least according to the Flair Predators.
Oh, God. So accurate. Sister Betty Confetti said, I'm Cameron, the mailroom guy. By the mid-2010s, I will absolutely have a toxic Reddit presence in the incel community. Females only care about money and status. Unlike me when I was snogging the unconscious 16-year-old because I could see her beautiful soul, I
guess. Accurate.
Yeah.
Miss Pesty said, I'm Payback and I'm your new best friend, Liz. Hashtag justice for Jeffrey. Hashtag Whizzer strikes back.
My God. Oh, I did like this. Rainbow Dash said,
yeah?
I'm Jeffrey and I'm sure Jessica could have borrowed my camera had anyone remembered I actually exist.
OGW Nostalgia said, I'm the ad that my podcast app threw in about halfway through this episode, which started out mocking boring kids who wear Cheetos, convincing me it was somehow related to SVH. Turns out it was a fruit roll-ups ad. What I've taken from this is, if there were fruit roll-ups in Sweet Valley, these fucking nerds would dress better. Wow, maybe that's what they need.
Maybe, all this time. That was the solution. Oh, God. We had a good one from Jen is
Ovlin? Yes.
Okay, apologies for mangling that completely.
Sorry.
Who said, I'm an up-and-coming chiropractor who has set up her practice near the fashion magazines. I expect to have loads of model patients who have seriously messed up their lower backs by walking. Hips first.
Oh, there's so many. We don't have time to do them all, but I did like this because my mind's like a sewer from KW Thomas Books. She said, well, we do not speak of me directly because this is a book for children. We do not mention or even hint at my existence. But I'm there in the tiny togs, making everyone uncomfortable by being so on display during this photo shoot. And how?
Okay, I did also really like this from Aim My Arrows High. It's 2 a.m. and I had to come here and let you know that I literally cannot fall asleep because I'm thinking about how the twins have buried a man in the desert and now they're just interning at a fashion magazine like they've never buried a man in the desert. Which is a very good point, in fairness. Just never mentioned again.
Oh my God. In fact, it says something about this series, though. I haven't even thought of that.
Not once since we finished that series. My God.
The things those twins have seen.
Oh my God, yes. But the worst thing that's ever happened to Liz was Todd snogging a supermodel.
Sister Betty Confetti did make a very serious point about the Todd's not-so-secret sex offender subplot in this one, because a grown man just discovering a teenage boy on set and insisting he spent time modelling for him in skimpy bathing suits without parental consent is just grooming. And this is true.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I've discovered you, stripped down. Like, it would be the same if it was a girl. Like, it is gross.
It is.
And again, not presented as such.
Ugh. Yeah, it's a bad time.
Well, listeners, we always love hearing from you. So thank you so much for getting in touch, because you make us laugh a lot, and we're also genuinely pleased to learn that sometimes we bring you joy when you're having a hard time, because we do hear from that a bit. And a lot of love to Lindsay, who said that she's been going through a bad breakup, and this podcast is bringing her some cheer. So we send you lots of love, and we hope that you're doing okay, and that this is at least distracting you. And the Sweet Valiants, they're I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to be Reggie and say that, you can look at the bright side. But I mean, I think we can all look at the bright side and say at least we don't have their lives.
Well, that's very true as well. Also, we did get a great message from Lucy Richmond, who just wanted to say that Simone's walk was really reminding her of Mr. Soft from the Soft Mints ad. Do you remember that?
No. I need to look it up.
I'll post it on Instagram. But if anyone else remembers Mr. Soft, like, oh, Mr. Soft, and he was this guy walking along the street.
Oh,
it was
I do remember that
particular walk,
yes.
And it was quite hips first. So it really just brought me back in time. Thinking
once you sang that, okay, I'm going to have to look that up now.
Yeah.
A little trip down memory lane.
Definitely.
Anything else that these books remind you of, do share, because
absolutely. We love to hear it. I also want to say a huge thank you to Marie McKay, who sent us a couple of books of SVU. So now I also have the William White two-parter. So very excited about that.
The day that I cannot wait to introduce Karen to William White. I feel I've been bigging him up, but she won't be disappointed. None of you will.
I'm really excited. Like, it's all this virtual reality nonsense on the cover. I'm just like, there's no way this is going to be a letdown. There just isn't.
No, physically can't be. Oh, I'm so excited. That'll be a very long time before we get to that, because I think that's quite far into the SVU run.
So,
but still, I think we've all got treats in store, listeners.
I think so. We also got a great follow-up email from Gwyneth, who, if you won't remember.
Oh my God, it was even better than the first one.
She basically went to Sweet Valley High. There was a sequel titled, I Think I Went to SVH Part 2. It Gets Weirder. It sure did. Gwyneth, these emails are the best. There's so much stuff in it. I don't think we can actually read all of it, but just... Okay, let's see. What were some of the highlights? They literally got lost in the desert. So the Big Bend desert disaster occurred the day before we were scheduled to take our course on how to survive in the desert. Excellent logistical planning. What is your life? An episode of Walker, Texas Ranger, starring the infamous Chuck Norris, was filmed on their school campus. She freely admits to having very Jessica-esque fantasies of being spotted by a talent scout and chosen for a major role. These fantasies were ever so slightly dampened when I discovered the scenes they were filming at our campus were set at the Special Olympics. It did not turn out to be my big break. So, unfortunately, it didn't quite work out. The amount of mad shit that has happened here. Senior year, they were required to spend a week shadowing someone in a profession they were interested in. So she wound up shadowing a professor of paleontology, which meant she was sorting out specimens in an overcrowded and completely disorganized basement storage. This is when I discovered my first dead body. Shared storage space. This wasn't for paleontology. Yep, a cadaver in a green plastic trash bag that had been left to skeletonize naturally. It had a label advising not to open it before a certain date. No, I did not open it, but yes, I had nightmares about a green garbage bag hopping mushily after me.
Whoa.
Oh my God, just... It's mad stuff.
It's insane. It's amazing. The life you have led, Greta. It's just astonishing. You've
Honest
packed
to
more
God.
into that school of 5 years or whatever it was than I have in the last 50.
Honest to God, like pure super special edition stuff here. Like during our summer break one year, I went on a month-long hiking program in Wyoming. On July 3rd, there was a blizzard and I developed hypothermia. We also set our tent on fire. I have not gone camping since.
Of us will after that.
Like, then there's the college years.
Oh
It's
my God, it gets
just-
better.
There's one thing after another. Like, let's see. Okay. Her dorm played a game of assassins. This is when everyone is given a target to kill. Once you succeed, you get their target for your next goal. You're safe inside the dorm, but anywhere else was free game. This led to the startling incident where an hour into watching a movie with my friends, a guy walked out of my closet. He broke in my window to escape his assassin. I felt very safe for the rest of the year.
Oh.
Like, the night that her brother got married was the birthday party of the guy she'd had a crush on for over a year. She had plans to tell him how she felt that night, but was too exhausted, didn't go to the party. He came out as gay. Best part, it's the same guy who came out of my closet during that game of assassins. Foreshadowing. I should have known.
We could devote, actually, maybe we should just devote an entire episode just reading these out because
to.
they're so amazing.
They're so good. Maybe like a bonus episode or...
Oh my God, yes.
I think I'm going to have to record something that's just literally reading these emails.
Yeah, it's not fair to the listeners to just tantalize them.
True.
With these little snippets. They
We're
need
going
that.
to have to do a special episode just on you, I think.
Might have to have you on, just interview you about all this.
The way to go. Like Tom Selleck makes an appearance. It's
My God,
bananas.
about that. Oh my God. Well, come on, listeners. Like, that's a challenge for all of you. I don't know if anyone could top this. I sure couldn't. But like, this is some legendary shit right
Honestly,
here.
where's the movie of your life, please?
Oh. Well, speaking of fabulous tales, I have some news, and the news is that my book, Our Song, which I've been banging on about for about a year at this stage, is has been shortlisted for an Irish Book Award.
Yay.
Thank you. In the Popular Fiction Book of the Year category. And I'm up against some amazing fellow authors, but I would very much appreciate if you, dear listeners, could go give me an old vote, because the prizes are partly decided by public vote. And there were definitely other authors on the list who are much bigger than I am. But so, you know, I don't think the odds are that high, but it's very, very, very nice to be nominated. And there's going to be a big fancy black tie ceremony next month, which will be very fun. And I'll get to dress up in a vintage glittery dress, which is, you know, always nice. So if you go to irishbookawards.ie, you can vote there. So please, and if you're in Ireland or the UK, there's a chance of winning book tokens, which is always great. But you can vote from anywhere, as far as I know. And yeah, it would be great if you could drop me a vote. If you could vote for my friends Elaine Feeney and Jane Casey and Sarah Griffin. They are all very well deserving of votes too, if you're wondering who to vote for in other categories. But yeah, especially me. That's me.
We should put the link in the show notes. Let's do that.
Oh yes, okay, we will.
Yes.
So yes, and thanks to all of you who have been giving me 5-star reviews in various locations. I will not see them, and I do not want to know what my average review is, but I like knowing they exist. So
okay, I check them every so often and look at all the nice ones. So yeah, there's some good ones there.
Thank you. And I will be announcing details of the next book very, very soon. Ooh. So, yeah, in the next few weeks. So keep your eyes peeled. If you enjoyed Our Song, hopefully you'll enjoy this very different story about Laura's grumpy little sister. But I'm very much looking forward to introducing her properly to the world, and that will happen very soon. So thanks to all of you for all your support, and do please drop me a vote. And that is the end of the party political broadcast. So, by being Alpha Sisters, we will see you in the clubhouse next week. We are starting a whole new book. I am very excited about this.
Oh my God. It's going to be the third book in the first trilogy. Is that right?
We're going to get confused. It is.
So confusing.
It is Caitlin, the Love Trilogy,
Yes.
Book 3, True Love.
Hopefully with Princess Lawrence Baxter.
Oh my God, yes. Caitlin has been discarded by evil Jed. Well, he's not meant to be evil, but we know he's evil.
We hate him.
We hate him, and has struck up a new relationship, hopefully. Well, it's early days.
It's early days, yeah.
With Lawrence Baxter, who is the princess of our hearts, because in the very first book, he won the school joke charity pageant by appearing the rest of the world like, oh, I'm dressed as Napoleon. Oh, I'm dressed as Superman.
Boo.
Lawrence went in full drag as a princess, and we have loved him ever since, and it turns out his personality is as charming as his fashion skills.
Honestly, like he's great. It's a rare example of a non-toxic boy in the Francine Pascal universe.
Yeah, well, hopefully he won't disgrace himself. Yeah.
Again, it's also early days with
Exactly.
him too, I guess. But we have our fingers crossed.
Yes, well, we'll find out how Caitlin fares with him when she heads back to Highgate after the summer she spent disguised as a hospital, volunteer called Karen.
Yep. It's just what us Karens need. More bad press.
Yeah. And if you would like to find out more about this and find out, is it as unhinged as it sounds? It is.
It is.
You can, of course, join us in the clubhouse and catch up on 2 whole Caitlin books and the whole Sweet Valley TV series by signing up to HeadStuff Plus.
Yes. So if you head over to headstuffpodcasts.com, you can sign up to support the show. It's as little as, I think, €5 or €6 a month, and it gets you access to all the bonus content on the network. So like all the other shows as well, but also all of our lovely PBA series. So there's loads of stuff to get stuck into there. Like we were saying, the whole TV show, 2 entire Caitlin books, soon to be a third one too. It's great crack. Like the Caitlin books are absolutely bonkers. Like we're having such great crack with them. We're only doing like 4 chapters at a time in each episode, and so much stuff happens.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
The episodes are like 50 minutes long.
Honestly, like
and
it's
that's
pretty
4
good.
chapters, and we're not dragging it out. Like there's a lot.
We're not taking the piss. Like it actually does just take that long to discuss everything that happens because the time jumps are crazy. Like everything is just another level of unhinged in Virginia, whatever's going on there.
Oh my God.
In the Pascal version of Virginia, at least, it's all go.
I was going to say, if Caitlin ever gets a job in a magazine or newspaper, the episodes are going to be 2 hours long, because that'll be just
There will just be no stopping you.
ranting about inaccuracies. But then I remembered that I actually looked at the blurbs of the later books, and it looks like she does become a journalist in New York City.
No way. Oh my God.
Now, we'll see how that fares. But wow. I mean, brace yourselves, listeners. It's going to be in about like a year and a half or something.
There's plenty of time to get all caught up before then.
So, PBA siblings, we will see you back at Highgate Academy next week. And everybody else, we will see you 2 weeks after that, because I am going to Rome. Rather like the Flair fashion team should have.
Like they should have done. Yeah. Yes. You're just doing that groundwork and research that they didn't do.
Yeah. So I could do a photo shoot for them. I'll stand next to some runes.
Oh my God. I love it. Please do that.
I'll pin my hair, get my husband's hair pinned to have a Caesar cut. So yeah, I haven't been around for a while. If any of you have any recommendations, like obviously I've seen the big touristy things, but if anyone has any favorite restaurant recommendations, a little out of the way, little nuggets that I should try, do let me know. I would very much appreciate it, because I'm only there for like 5 days, but one of those days is our recording day. So yes, we won't be back here for 3 weeks, but that's just another reason to join PBA and catch up on Caitlin.
Yeah, get your fill there.
So yes, we will see you in 3 weeks when we find out what happens when I guess Todd joins the love trade.
I guess so. Let's find out.
It is a model flirt part 2.
Ooh.
See you then, everybody.
Thanks for listening.
Want to join the love trade?
This show is part of the HeadStuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with HeadStuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.